back, students. Standard 10th, chapter 10, circles, and we are in the 4th session, children. All right. All previous sessions, okay, we are getting acquainted with the knowledge of terms associated with circle. All right. So far, we have already learnt about 12 terms associated with circle. Let's proceed further. See the 13th and 14th term and even more, 15, 16. All right, children. So, 13th term associated with circle is concentric circles. Now, what do you mean by concentric circles? Very simple. Centric and concentric means coinciding. They are one and the same. This is center of inner circle, children, and same is center of outer circle. So both these circles, they are lying in the same plane and they have the same center. So they are called concentric circles. So what is the definition? Two circles lying in the same plane, एक ही plane में होना चाहिए, in the same plane and having same center, but अब क्या, ये इनर सर्कल का रेडियस ये है, center is O, let's say this point is A, so this is radius R of inner circle, और outer circle का radius है ये, let's say this is point B, so OB is capital R. Capital R represents bigger radius, small r represents smaller radius. So here, having same center but different radii are said to be concentric circles, are said to be concentric circles. So children, is that clear to you? Two coplanar circles or circles lying in the same plane, all right, having same center but different radii are called concentric circles. Is that clear? Now congruent circles. Children, you know this word congruent. If you pick up this circle and place it on the first one, they will overlap. They will coincide, correct? Such circles are said to be congruent circles. All right. Here is a circle with center A. Here is a circle with center B. If you consider this radius, it is R. All right. If you consider this radius, it is also R. They are equal. So two circles lying in the same plane having different centers. Centers are different. Here centers were same. Correct? Here radii were different. Here radii are equal. So you can say two circles in the same plane, having different centers, but same, you can say equal radii are said to be congruent circles, Is that clear to you, children? Once again, see the difference between these two circles. Here circle has same center, here circle has different center. Here circles have different radii, but here circles have equal radii. So distinguish these two types of circles very clearly. Is that okay to you? Fine. Moving on to the next term associated with circle, and that is cyclic quadrilateral. All right. So definitely it's going to be a quadrilateral. So we need 4 points to draw a quadrilateral, but it is cyclic. So I'll take all those 4 points on a circle, A, B, C, and D. So I have taken 4 points on a circle. I'll draw quadrilateral with the help of these 4 points on a circle. All right. So quadrilateral ABCD is called cyclic quadrilateral. Why? Because all the 4 vertices of this quadrilateral lie on the circle. Bas, so that is the definition. A quadrilateral whose all vertices lie on the same circle is known as cyclic quadrilateral. Can we write that? A quadrilateral whose all the vertices, vertex A, vertex B, vertex C, vertex D, correct? Plural word for vertex is vertices, whose all the vertices lie on the same circle is called a cyclic quadrilateral. All right, children, is that understood? What is cyclic quadrilateral? All right. Children, very important. There is one result related to this. Angle A and angle C. That is one pair of opposite angles. So result क्या है? You know, angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. They are supplementary. Similarly, the other pair of opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral. ये angle और ये angle. Angle B plus angle D is equal to 180. So both the pairs of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are always supplementary. Is that clear to you? Fine. Good. Now we proceed further with next. Actually, we have already seen segment of a circle. You know what is segment of circle, and you also know what is angles in the same segment of a circle. If you want to have a segment of a circle, draw any chord. कोई भी एक chord लो. All right. So I am taking one chord AB. So chord AB, line segment AB is a chord of a circle. Now any one arc corresponding to this chord, I have taken a major arc, correct? All right. Now on this major arc, I select one point C and then connect C with A and B. So this angle ACB, that is called angle in the segment, major segment, hai na? Angle in the major segment of a circle. All right, on that major arc, I choose another point D and join D with A and B by means of a line segment. So I got another angle ADB, angle ADB. That is also angle in the same segment. And green angle or blue angle एक ही segment of the circle में है ना? ये segment of circle कहा जाता है. Please be careful. I'm taking one more point on the circle of actually on the major arc of the circle, right? And then I'm going to join E with A and E with B with the help of line segment. So I got another angle, this time angle AEB. That is also angle in the same major segment of a circle. So chord AB union corresponding major arc AB, ADB या ACB कहो. All right. That is called major segment of the circle. And in that you can see 1, 2 and 3 angles. Children, so angle ACB, angle ADB, angle AEB. These are angles in the same segment of circle. And there is one result for it, children. एक result है these angles always have equal measure, they are congruent angles. यहां भी हमने दो रिजल्ट देखे साइक्लिक क्वाड्रेटिकल के लिए, ये पहला और ये दूसरा. ऑपोजिट एंगल्स है तो रिजल्ट एक ही, ऑपोजिट एंगल्स आर सप्लीमेंट्री. हियर एंगल्स इन द सेम सेगमेंट ऑफ द सर्कल आर equal. Is that clear to you children? I hope so. All right. Proceeding further with more terms. Now term number 17 we'll see. All right. And that is segment of chord of a circle. Children, you will have to be very careful here. All right. What can you have to take? This is called segment of circle, chord union arc. चिल्ड्रन यहां भी ले सकते हैं. यदि आपने ये कॉर्ड लिया और ये आर्क लिया तो जो आपको कट मार्क दिखता है, जो शेप दिखता है, दैट इज माइनर सेगमेंट ऑफ सर्कल. माइनर सेगमेंट ऑफ सर्कल. ऑलराइट. उस माइनर आर्क ऊपर आप पॉइंट ले लो, P, Q, R, S. P को A से जोड़ो, P को B से जोड़ो, Q को A से जोड़ो, Q को B से जोड़ो, R को A से जोड़ो, B से जोड़ो, S को A से जोड़ो और वही S को B से जोड़ो. सो ये एंगल, ये एंगल, ये एंगल और ये एंगल, चारों एंगल यू कैन से दे आर एंगल्स इन द सेम सेगमेंट ऑफ द सर्कल. ये माइनर सेगमेंट है. ऑलराइट. और ये मेजर सेगमेंट ऑफ द सर्कल है. करेक्ट. सो दिस एंगल्स आर इक्वल. एंगल P शॉर्ट में लिख रहा हूं इज इक्वल टू एंगल Q इक्वल टू एंगल R इक्वल टू एंगल S. ये चारों एंगल दे लाई इन द सेम माइनर सेगमेंट ऑफ द सर्कल, सो दे आर इक्वल. ये तीन एंगल दे लाई इन द सेम सेगमेंट ऑफ द सर्कल, दैट इज मेजर सेगमेंट ऑफ द सर्कल, सो दे आर ऑल्सो इक्वल. मैं क्या कह रहा हूं चिल्ड्रन, ये जो हमने देखा वो सेगमेंट ऑफ सर्कल. अब जो हम देखने वाले हैं दैट इज सेगमेंट ऑफ chord of circle. All right. Okay. I'll have to draw the circle this time. Here is a circle with center O. All right. In that I draw one chord. Children, एक chord draw करता हूं ऐसे. This is one chord. This is chord AB. All right. On this chord, children, I take one point. I choose one point P. So this point P divides the chord into two parts. छोटी सी लाइन सेगमेंट PB मिली और बड़ी सी लाइन सेगमेंट PA मिला. So जो ओरिजिनल chord था AB is now split into two smaller parts, PB and PA. Children, इसे ही कहते हैं PA and PB are segments. किसके segments? Of chord AB. All right. Okay, chord AB. And this segment, of course, this chord, of course, is of a circle. Is that clear to you, children? Sure. All right, children. एक और फिगर ड्रॉ करता हूं मैं. This is circle with center O. सेम chord ले लेता हूं AB. This time I'm not choosing the point on the chord. Chord के ऊपर नहीं. But imagine this is a line containing the chord, जिसे हम सेकंड कह सकते हैं. ऑलराइट. सेकंड कह सकते हैं बिकॉज इट इंटरसेक्ट द सर्कल इन टू डिस्टिंक्ट पॉइंट्स. और यू कैन से लाइन L is a line containing the chord. Now the point P I am not taking on the chord. Point P I am taking on the line containing the chord. वो लाइन पे ले रहा हूं but not on the chord. ऑलराइट. तो अभी भी चिल्ड्रन ये P से A का डिस्टेंस, P से A एक लाइन सेगमेंट हमें देता है बड़ा वाला, और P से B, P से B ये दूसरा लाइन सेगमेंट मिलता है. सो यही सेम नाम सेम आएगा. PA, the green one, and PB, the blue one, are called, said to be, are called segments of chord of circle. Is that clear to you, children? So we can have segments of chord in two different ways. One, when the point lies on the chord. Second, when a point lies on a line containing the chord but not on the chord. Is that clear? It lies on the line containing the chord but not on the chord, means outside that chord. Is that clear to you, children? Sure. अब मैं यहां एक और chord लेता हूं. All right. I am taking one more chord, children. This is chord CD. All right. So we have two chords, AB and CD. On CD, all right, forget this point. I'm not taking here. Now, do these chords intersect each other, children? No, they are not intersecting, but we need them to intersect. So, I'm taking a second containing the chord CD and second containing the chord AB. Dotted line draw करूँ या कुछ भी. And they intersect in point P. Alright. So we have chord CD and chord AB intersecting each other at point C. Here also you have chord AB and this is chord CD. They also intersect in point P. So what is the difference? यहाँ आपको ये line भूल जाओ. Forget the line. Here the two chords intersect at point C. Here also the two chords intersect at point P. Children, here actually chords are not intersecting, but lines containing the chord intersect in the point A, which is lying in the exterior of circle. Here the chords intersect each other in point P. Here also chords, here we can say lines containing the chord, or you can say chords intersect each other in the point A, which is in the exterior. So whenever you say chords intersect each other in the point exterior of a circle, that means those chords do not intersect, but lines containing the chords intersect. But when we say the chords intersect each other in the interior of circle, उसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि they really intersect at point P. And P is a point in the interior of circle. But when I say the chords intersect each other in the exterior of circle, matlab those chords do not really meet, but the lines containing those chords meet at point C. चलिए, अब ये chord CD है, line containing chord CD है, and point P is on CD. So हमें मिला दो सेगमेंट, एक तो ये C और P, PC, और दूसरा सेगमेंट PD. PC and PD are segments of chord CD. समझ में आई बात? और अब इसकी बारी, chord AB है तो P से A का डिस्टेंस और P से B का डिस्टेंस. PA and PB are segment of chord, कौन सा chord? AB है ना children? Alright. Now there is one result, interesting result about the chords, about the segments of chord of a circle. अब result क्या है पता है children? Product of segment of one chord. Which are the segments of chord CD? PC and PD. So उसका product, PC और PD का product is always equal to the product of segments of other chord. Segment AB के chords, chord AB के segments कौन से हैं? PA और PB. So you can say product of segments of one chord is always equal to the product of segments of other chord. Same thing here children. आप AB ले लो तो P is a point on it. So PA and PB. Here PA and PB are segments of chord AB. Alright. अब दूसरा chord ले लो. P is a point on it. So PD and PC. PD and PC are segments of chord CD. And the same result. Product of segment of one chord PC into PD is always equal to the product of segment of other chord. Alright. So whenever two chords are given in a circle, they will intersect each other in a point exterior of circle, or they will intersect each other in a point in the interior of circle. In both the situations, we have one result, and that is product of segment of one chord is equal to the product of segment of other chord. Children, ये सारे चीजें आपकी टेक्स्ट बुक में चैप्टर 10 में नहीं है, लेकिन हम इसको प्रूव भी करेंगे लेटर ऑन. या एज वी कंप्लीट विद द टर्म्स एसोसिएटेड विथ सर्कल, जब हम सारे टर्म्स सर्कल के साथ एसोसिएटेड है वो जान लेंगे, उसके बाद सब ऐसे रिजल्ट प्रूव करेंगे. दो इट्स नॉट गिवन इन योर टेक्स्ट बुक चैप्टर. ऑलराइट. क्यों? बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू आंसर एनसीईआरटी एग्जाम, और उसमें ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चंस कुछ भी पूछा जा सकता है. एंड यू शुड हैव कंप्लीट कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ चैप्टर सर्कल, and that is the reason I am doing those terms या concepts which are not given in your textbook as well, so that you can answer the objective questions and score full marks. All right. Chalo, now moving, it's not a term associated with circle, but now we are going to talk about intersection of two distinct circles. आपको देख yeah, this I'll complete. अभी सर्कल. ऑलराइट. थोड़ा ठीक है, ऐसे होना चाहिए. ऑलराइट. आप देख सकते हैं इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ टू डिस्टिंक्ट सर्कल्स मैंने दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किए, नॉन इंटरसेक्टिंग सर्कल्स एंड इंटरसेक्टिंग सर्कल्स. व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ टू सर्कल्स, या कहां तो वो इंटरसेक्ट हो रहे हैं या दे आर नॉट intersecting. Either they are intersecting or not intersecting. So here you can see two circles, they are not intersecting each other at all. And in these three cases, the two circles are intersecting. That is very interesting. Alright. Here, the two circles just touch each other. है ना? They are intersecting in one and only one point. Let's say this center is O and this center is C. Alright. यहाँ छोटे सर्कल का सेंटर O और बड़े सर्कल का सेंटर C. C is the center of big circle, O is the center of small circle. C is the center, okay, here O is center of big circle. Here C is center of big circle and O is a center of small circle. Very clearly you can see here the two circles intersect each other in two distinct points. Two circles intersect each other in two distinct points. In these two cases, the circle intersects only in one point. It intersects only in one point. Here P and here A. Is that clear to you, children? This first two cases of intersecting circles, the circles in both the cases are intersecting in one and only one point. So we say circles are touching each other. Circles touch each other. Circles touch each other. In this case and in this case. Alright. Here circles are not touching each other because they intersect in more than one point. Here circles are not they are not touching each other because they do not intersect at all. They are not touching at all. Alright, children? Okay. Now, very important result that we have. If you draw line segment joining the two centers, ये center और ये center आप join करोगे, तो you get distance between the two centers. Children, ये point P lies on both the circle. So PC plus PO, correct? ये कैपिटल R बोल दो रेडियस ऑफ लार्जर सर्कल, स्मॉल r बोल दो PC को रेडियस ऑफ स्मॉलर सर्कल. So capital R plus small r, that is the distance between the two centers. When the two circles touch each other. Yeah, touching each other, children. In both the cases, the circle are touching each other. But here they touch each other externally. And here they touch each other internally. Alright. Here the two circles touch each other externally. Here the two circles touch each other internally. So when the two circles touch each other externally, the distance between their centers is the sum of radii. वो दोनों रेडियस का सम. ऑलराइट, अब यहां देखो सेंटर O और C, that is the distance between, but I join AC. Now here A dash O dash C, यहां O dash P dash C था, है ना, O dash P dash C था. So OP plus PC is equal to OC. और ये OC क्या है, सेंटर सेंटर O और C. So that is distance. OP क्या है, कैपिटल R. PC क्या है, स्मॉल r, is equal to OC. So that's how you got the result. Here A dash O dash C. So AO plus CO is equal to AC. अब सेंटर तो O और C है और this is the center O और C. So distance between the center OC कर दूं is equal to AC. उसको वो बाजू ले जाओ minus AO. Now AC, that is bigger radius, center O of bigger circle, CA या AC is the bigger radius R, minus AO ये वाला, that is smaller radius. अब देख सकते हैं सेंटर O और point A is on smaller circle as well. So AO, so OC is difference of radii. So two results that we have here, children. Result 1 ये and result 2 ये. All right. What is that result 1? When two circles touch each other externally, the distance between their centers is equal to the sum of their radii. Yes. When the two circles touch each other internally, the distance between their centers is the positive difference between their radii. Positive difference मतलब बड़ा radius minus smaller radius. All right, children. Okay, fine. Here the two circles, यहां कोई भी डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द सेंटर का कोई रिजल्ट नहीं है अभी. आर यू गेटिंग मी? लेकिन AB is common chord, children. AB is common chord of the two circles. Circle with center O and radius R, and there is another circle whose center is C or capital radius R. All right. Once again, see, AB is chord of smaller circle and same AB is chord of larger circle. Children, यहां जो result है वो OC, which is the distance between the two centers, is perpendicular. ये result है यहां, is perpendicular bisector of common chord AB. ये जो AB है that is common chord of both the circles. So मतलब ये point जो हम M कहे तो AM equal to BM क्योंकि ये mid point and ये right angle. So OC is perpendicular to AB and it intersects AB in its midpoint. That's why it is called perpendicular bisector. I hope that is clear to you, children. All right, children, moving to the results of a circle which we are going to prove. Now, this is first one we are going to do and it is theorem 10.1. Children, very important theorem. This is most likely to be asked in the board examination. So please pay attention and you need a complete logical reasoning to prove it. All right. Let's see the statement. The tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Here you can say this is line L. It touches the circle at point P. So P is point of contact and L is called tangent to the circle at point P. Yes, line L, on that we have taken 2 points X and Y. So line L is line XY. O is the center of the circle, which is the point of contact. ये point of contact कौन सा है? P, correct? This P is point of contact. And which is the radius drawn through the point of contact? P और O से जुड़ा हुआ ये जो radius है, that is radius through the point of contact. Now this radius is perpendicular to tangent, or tangent is perpendicular to this radius. This is what we have to prove. Children, before we move to that, okay, before we proceed with its proof, we need a few concepts to be recalled. All right, and the first thing, here is one right triangle ABC. We know in right triangle, hypotenuse is the longest side, correct? Which is hypotenuse? If angle B is right angle, then AC is hypotenuse. AC is hypotenuse. All right, it is the longest side amongst the three. So you can say AC is greater than AB. You can also say AC is greater than BC because AC is the longest side. Another concept we need to know is this. Say suppose this is line L and point P lies outside it. All right, P is not on a line L, it is outside L. So what is the distance between point P and line L? Point P और line L के बीच distance क्या है? For that, children, we always draw perpendicular. Let's say PQ is perpendicular to L and Q is the foot of perpendicular. PQ is distance between line L and point P. That is what we say. But children, there are infinite points on the line. ये Q एक ही point नहीं है. There is another point, another point, another point. Point after point you will get infinite points which is distinct from Q. Correct? Okay. Let's say Q1 is here, Q2 is here, Q3 is here. So PQ1 is distance of point P from line Q at point Q1 on line L. Children, अब ये देखो ये PQ, ये point P है. Alright, PQQ1 वो तो right angle triangle बना, तो ये बड़ा होगा. PQ1 is hypotenuse, so PQ1 is greater than PQ. Alright, PQ1 is greater than PQ. Acha. Now take this point, PQ2. It is distance of point P from line L at point Q2 on line L. तो अभी ये साइड देखो, ये साइड देखो, ये साइड. So another right triangle PQQ2. And PQ2 is hypotenuse. So PQ2 is greater than PQ. उसी तरह ये PQ3 ले लेते हैं, PQ3 greater than PQ. यहां मैं R1 ले लेता हूं, तो PR1 वो भी हाइपोटेनियस हुआ ये राइट ट्राइंगल का. सो PR1 इज ग्रेटर देन PQ. यह अनदर पॉइंट ले लूं R2. सो PR2 वो भी हाइपोटेनियस हुआ इस राइट ट्राइंगल का. सो PR2 इज ग्रेटर देन PQ. चिल्ड्रन, आर यू गेटिंग मी? सो एनी पॉइंट अदर देन Q on line L will be larger than PQ. See this, any point ले लो तो its distance from P will be larger than this red one. So उसका मतलब हुआ कि PQ is the shortest distance. PQ is the shortest distance, correct, between point P and line L. And जो shortest distance है, that is perpendicular. That is perpendicular. You can see that PQ is perpendicular. And you can say the reverse also. Among all the distances between point P and line L, the perpendicular distance is shortest, or you can say the shortest distance is perpendicular. ये भी distance है, 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 ये भी distance है. The shortest one is the red one, and it is always perpendicular to line L. आपकी समझ में आई बात? Next concept. ये रहा circle with center O. यदि point A lies outside the circle, then OA, the distance of that point A from the center is greater than radius. Radius इतना होता है, greater than radius. Another point P, then you can say OP is greater than radius. Point Q आप देख सकते हैं वो तो अंदर है. सो ओ क्यू इज, अभी रेडियस तो और आगे बढ़ेगा, ये रेडियस हुआ, सो ओ क्यू इज स्मॉलर देन रेडियस. और ऑन होगा, ऑन सर्कल, देन ओ आर is equal to radius. This we have seen before as well, children. All right, children, now we start with the proof. Now what is the data? I'm just saying it, I'm not writing it. Line L is tangent to the circle with center O and radius R at point P. That's it. What we have to prove? L is perpendicular to OP, yeah, OP is perpendicular to L. L is perpendicular to OP. All right, ये perpendicular है, ये prove करना है. All right. Now, how do we start, children? Now, here we have taken 2 points on line L. So, L equal to line XY is a tangent. We are writing the proof, children? Is tangent to circle, symbolically, with center O and radius R at point P. At point P. This is result number 1. So L is tangent, correct? Okay. Now children, हम proof को कैसे start करें? Children, we have line L. P is a point on line L as well as circle. I take one point Q distinct from P. P से अलग एक point, कोई भी, ये बाजू लो या ये बाजू लो. Are you getting me, children? There exists a point Q distinct from P on line L, क्योंकि line L पे तो infinite points है, so infinite point में से मैं एक point Q ले सकता हूं कि नहीं ले सकता हूं? Yes. So that is how I start my proof. Let Q be a point on line L distinct from P. P not equal to Q. All right. Now, आप देखो, ये जो point है उसके 3 possibilities है. 3 possibilities lie, children. 3 possibilities exist. All right, there are 3 possibilities for this point Q. Okay, before we think of those 3 possibilities, see one event that we do. All right, children, here is one coin, correct? Now what I do, I'm going to take it in one of my hand. All right, in which hand is the coin? Now there are only 2 possibilities. You should know, either it is going to be in the left hand or it is going to be in the right hand. Chalo, let's open the left hand. Oh, the coin is not there. So out of the 2 possibility, 1 possibility fails. ये तो गई काम से. तो एक ही possibility बची और वही सही होने वाला है. The coin should be in the right hand. And yes, it is. So when you are, yes, doing this event, okay, कॉइन आइदर राइट हैंड में होगा या लेफ्ट हैंड में होगा. सो ओनली 2 पॉसिबिलिटीज एग्जिस्ट और एट अ टाइम कोई भी एक पॉसिबिलिटी सच्ची होगी. इट विल बी ट्रू. इज दैट क्लियर टू यू, चिल्ड्रन? अगेन आई डू. ऑलराइट, ओके, वेयर इज द कॉइन? इज इट इन द लेफ्ट हैंड? नो. सो अब कॉइन कहां होना चाहिए? राइट हैंड में? नो. तो आई प्लेड अ ट्रिक विथ यू. द कॉइन इज हियर. सो इन दिस केस देयर वर 3 ऑल्टरनेटिव्स. Okay, the coin is in the left hand or coin is in the right hand, but when coin is not in both the hands, there is 3rd possibility. By coin लिया ही नहीं गया था. So that is existing here. Are you getting me? So if somebody tries to play a trick with you, you will have to tell them कि coin 2 में से एक हाथ में होना ही चाहिए. ऐसे नहीं आपने छोड़ दिया और हमको उल्लू बनाए. Do you understand? Are you getting me, children? So yes, 3 possibilities. सेकंड केस, जो सेकंड इवेंट मैंने दिखाई, उसमें 3 possibilities. आइदर लेफ्ट हैंड में नहीं हो तो राइट हैंड में होना ही चाहिए, लेकिन उसमें भी नहीं हो तो दैट मीन्स द कॉइन वाज नॉट टेकन. उसी तरह ये पॉइंट जो Q है उसकी 3 possibilities है. नो डाउट इट इज ऑन लाइन L. अब विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू सर्कल वो कहां होगा? तो आप देख सकते हैं इस फिगर में, इट लाइज इन द एक्सटीरियर ऑफ सर्कल, है ना चिल्ड्रन? लेकिन हमें क्या पता, यहां एकदम नजदीक पॉइंट लिया तो वो अंदर भी चला जा सकता है या सर्कल पे भी हो सकता है. मतलब पॉइंट Q विच इज ऑन लाइन L, द टेंजेंट ऑफ द सर्कल, वो पॉइंट Q एक्सटीरियर में हो सकता है, सर्कल के इंटीरियर में हो सकता है और सर्कल के ऊपर हो सकता है. देयर आर 3 पॉसिबिलिटीज. हमें पता है कि पॉइंट Q इज गोइंग टू बी इन द एक्सटीरियर ऑफ सर्कल, लेकिन वो हमें प्रूव करना पड़ेगा. सो देयर आर 3 ऑल्टरनेटिव्स. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 3 possibilities फॉर दिस पॉइंट Q, या 3 ऑल्टरनेटिव्स. लेकिन 3 में से कोई भी एक ऑल्टरनेटिव ही सच्ची होगी. फर्स्ट, P lies on the circle. Second, not P, we are talking about Q, the other point, Q lies in the interior of circle. जो लास्ट वन है, जो सही है, वो हम थर्ड लिखेंगे. Q lies in the exterior of circle. है कि नहीं चिल्ड्रन? ऑलराइट, हमें पता है कि ये सही है, इसलिए मैंने पहले 2 लिखा. नाउ वी विल प्रूव कि ये 2 एग्जिस्ट नहीं हो रहे. नाउ ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. हियर इज अ सर्कल विथ सेंटर O and this is the point of contact. Now suppose that Q lies on the circle. Alright, this is line L. वो लाइन को घुमा दिया ताकि वो Q पॉइंट जो लाइन के ऊपर था सर्कल के ऊपर आ जाए. तो दिस इज नो मोर टेंजेंट चिल्ड्रन. ये तो दिस लाइन इज इंटरसेक्टिंग द सर्कल इन 2 डिस्टिंक्ट पॉइंट्स, सो वो टेंजेंट नहीं रहेगा. लेकिन लाइन L इज टेंजेंट. कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन आएगा. जो डेटा में है वो तो सही है, सो उसका मतलब हुआ कि ये टेंजेंट है, वो सेकंड नहीं हो सकता है. उसका मतलब कि पॉइंट Q सर्कल पे हो नहीं सकता. ऑलराइट, सो दिस पॉसिबिलिटी Q लाइज ऑन द सर्कल नहीं होगा, क्योंकि इफ यू टेक Q ऑन द सर्कल, वो लाइन L टेंजेंट नहीं रहेगी और सेकंड बन जाएगी, और वो तो नहीं चलेगा. दूसरा, दिस इज पॉइंट सेंटर, हियर इज पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट. नाउ वो लाइन को मैंने ऐसे घुमा दिया, लाइन L को, एंड दैट पॉइंट Q लाइज इन द इंटीरियर. देखो इंटीरियर में है, तो व्हेन दैट Q ऑन लाइन L, ये Q ऑन लाइन L यदि इंटीरियर में है, तो that line is going to intersect the circle again in 2 distinct points. So the line is going to become secant once again. But line is a tangent. So this possibility also does not exist. पहले हाथ में भी कॉइन नहीं निकला, दूसरे हाथ में भी कॉइन नहीं निकला, मतलब कॉइन लिया ही नहीं गया था. So only the third possibility exists, and that is Q lies in the exterior of circle. So it is proved now that Q lies in the exterior of circle. Now join OQ. Correct? Now it is proved that Q lies in the exterior of a circle. That means distance of this point Q from center O, OQ, is greater than radius of the circle. जो भी radius है, therefore OQ is greater than OP. OP is the radius. Correct? All right children, ये तो मैंने सिर्फ एक पॉइंट लिया कि OP is greater. अब OQ is greater than radius. अब यहां Q ले लोगे तो भी वो राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल ही मिलेगा, तो OQ ग्रेटर देन OP आएगा. यहां ले लोगे तो भी OQ ग्रेटर देन OP आएगा. यहां ले लोगे Q तो भी OQ ग्रेटर देन OP आएगा. सो इन एवरी केस फॉर एनी पॉइंट Q ऑन लाइन L distinct from P, OQ will be greater than OP. OQ will be always greater than OP. That means OP is the shortest distance. OP is the shortest distance. Correct? Shortest distance between line L and point O. उसका मतलब OP is perpendicular to L, or you can say L is perpendicular to OP. Proved. Is that clear to you children? क्योंकि shortest distance is always perpendicular. आपको ये अपनी बुक में लिखना है, और बुक में लिखने के लिए मैंने प्रॉपरली यहां आंसर दिया है, सॉल्यूशन दिया है. सो लुक एट इट चिल्ड्रन, उसको देख लो बराबर. ओके, नाउ सी दिस. यस, डेटा लाइन L इक्वल टू लाइन XY is the tangent to the circle with center O and radius R at point P. OP is the radius drawn to the point of contact P. We have to prove OP is perpendicular to L, or you may say L is perpendicular to OP. चलिए, line L is tangent to circle with center O and radius R at point P. वो डेटा में ही है, that is given in data. So 1, इसको रिजल्ट 1 कहेंगे, और by data. अब हम एक पॉइंट चूज करते हैं. कौन सा पॉइंट? there exists a point Q on line L, okay, which is equal to xy, distinct from P. So ये Q ले लो, i.e. Q is not equal to P. This Q should be distinct from P. Thus there are three alternatives for point Q. First, point Q lies on the circle, point Q lies in the interior of circle, or point Q lies in the exterior of circle. Now I have explained to you, if this lies and if point Q lies on the circle and point Q lies in the interior, then line L will be the second of the circle, which contradicts the statement that line L is the tangent to the circle. Alright, if any of the first two alternative exists, then line L is a second of a circle, but line L is tangent to the circle at point P by 1. Thus, point Q lies in the exterior. मतलब ये दो नहीं हो सकता है, यही हो सकता है, third possibility. Thus, point Q lies in the exterior of circle. Therefore, this OQ, draw कीजिए. OQ is greater than radius क्योंकि exterior में है. So OQ is greater than OP क्योंकि ये radius OP है. Correct? Since this happens for every point on line XY except point P. Point P के अलावा सभी point के लिए OQ will be greater than OP. Therefore, OP is the shortest. Therefore लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, यहाँ कॉमा है. OP is the shortest of all distances. ये सारे distances में से OP is the shortest to the points on line XY. So OP is perpendicular to line XY, i.e. OP is perpendicular to L. Proved. आपको एग्जाम में ये लिखना होगा. Please copy this in your notebook. Alright? So, see you in the next session. Till then, goodbye.